Hello. In this video, we will solve a question using goal seek function. And this video is being solved on OpenOffice platform because that is what is used at many exam centers in CFP exams. The question says you want to accumulate rupees 75 lakh in 20 years time. Your investments are done at beginning of year. So BOS stands for beginning of year. So 75 lakhs is needed after 20 years, and the amount of investment whatever I make to start with will increase by 8% every year. I would not be very comfortable starting with the huge lump sum amount which a PMT might give me. So I might start with a lower amount and increase that amount by 8% every year. The amount of investment will increase by 8% every year, and the rate of interest is given as 12%. So whatever data we have, we will take it down in this format. So this future value 75 lakh, and per 20 increment rate 10%, rate of interest would be 12%, and investment amount we have assumed 100 to start with. Now what do? We create a table wherein we say that the first amount would be invested for 20 years. So this is the amount invested for 20 years. And how much is the amount? We will take it from here minus 100. Now what you will notice, I am linking everything to the cells above. I am not typing any numbers in the table, and this is very crucial for goal seek. Okay, you need to make sure that nothing disturbs your formulas in between, so everything has to be linked. So I have linked it to here, and all further numbers I link it also. So is equal to 20 number above minus 1. So the next investment will be there for 19 years and so on. So let me drag this down to 1. So the last 20th investment will be there only for 1 year. And over here we'll have is equal to the cell above plus once again the cell above into so this should be 8% here. So let me change it. So 100 rupees, if 100 rupees is invested in the first year, second year it's 108. And now another important thing, when I drag it, I don't want the value in C34 to be dragged. I want that this 8% should remain 8% only, and hence I'll put a $34 because I'm dragging downwards, I'm not dragging sidewards, hence $C is not required, but that will not harm either. So B39 plus B39 into C34, no numbers, all linking. And then you can click it downwards to get the values. You might do a double click on some of them to see if everything is alright. So you see B41, which is the cell above, plus B41 into C$34. And even if you go below somewhere, B52 plus B52 into C$34. So that's all right. Now we want to find out future values. So let's find out future values over here. Is equal to future value, wherein rate is 12%. I once again want these numbers to be constant, so let me put $35 semicolon, and per I would take from here. Once again, important thing, note, I have not put any value. All I am putting is cell numbers everywhere. Everything is linked to everything. Okay. Now this 20 is linked to this 20. So when this 20 changes, all other numbers change. If the rate changes over here, rate changes for all calculations because this is where it is linked from. If the rate changes at this 8%, the increment growth at everywhere else changes. PMT, the present value is from here, and because this minus 100 has come from this assumed 100, okay, when this changes, all of these would automatically change. Type is not required because there is no PMT. So 100 rupees after 20 years becomes 964 rupees. We can double click it to get the values of all other items. And let's calculate total corpus over here. So total corpus, if the amount is 100, at the end would be how much? So is equal to sum 100 rupees after 20 years becomes so much, and all further amounts. So it becomes 13,958. Now we are ready to play around. Okay, so now remember, one way to find it is by cross multiplying. So you do 100 becomes 13,958, but you need 75 lakhs. So how much? That cross multiplication would also work. But so would goal seek. Okay, so in OpenOffice, in order to have goal seek, you can go to the tools tab above, whereas in Excel you will find goal seek in what if analysis in the data tab. So you go to the tools tab and you click on goal seek, and before I have gone to the tools tab, you will find that I have already selected the cell which I want to change. So I wanted to change 13,958. As soon as we clicked on goal seek, you find here that this formula cell $E$39, this cell is already selected because I had pre-selected it. If you want to go to any other cell, you can click that cell as well and it will change accordingly. So I want this $E$39 cell or E39 cell changed, and what do I want to change it to? I want to change it to 75 lakhs. So the cell which I want to change and the value to which I want to change it. Okay, now important thing is in the target value column, you can't put any cell value. You have to put a numerical value only. By changing what? So change 100 rupees. Tell me what number should be here. Let's press OK. So it tells me the number should be 53,729. Do you want me to press into the cell? Okay, if I click yes, all my cells will be changed. So here we have 53,729, and let me reduce the number of decimals here. So that looks neat, and we have 75 lakh. Okay, now I see that I need to start with 53,729. Okay, but then if this is not possible for me, if this is possible, great. If this is not possible and I realize that there is no way that I can start with anything more than 40,000, so let me change to 40,000 to this place. Now I realize that 40,000 would not give me 75 lakh. It will give me, let's say, now we know that it's going to give us 55 lakh 83,000. But there are other things which I can change and see. So now I can go to tools once again in OpenOffice. If I would have been in Microsoft Excel, I would have gone to data tab and what if analysis. I go to tool tab, and now there are two things which I can change here. I can either say, look, let's increase the rate of interest and then see what happens, or let's increase the incremental investment and then see what happens. So let's see, if rate of interest is increased, then what can be done. So target value remains same, 75 lakhs, and variable cell is now the rate of interest cell. So it tells me the answer, it should be 14.77%. Do I want to insert it? If I say yes, it does that. So starting with 40,000, the rate of interest has become 14.77%, as you see here, and the result is 75 lakhs. Now once again you might have a hedge stating that 14.77% is too high a rate, and you might want to go back and say, look, 14.77, I'm at the max okay with 13% rate of interest, and once again you are not going to have 75 lakh rupees. Okay, now one more thing that can be changed is incremental rate, and hence let's try with that as well. So tools, goal seek, once again 75 lakh, and variable cell this time is the increment rate, and we get our answer, it says 10.47. So one possible solution, now we can look at changing everything around. So one possible solution could have been investing 53,000, wherein the rate of interest was 12% and increment rate was 8%, and with every goal seek we are completely looking at a completely new solution. So 40,000, 13% and 10.47% of increment could be another solution, and as such you could look at the best combination of solutions. So that is how we can use goal seek for the purpose of our calculations. Thank you.